So I just watched another creator's video journal on loneliness, existential versus situational loneliness. And as I think about that, I realized that my most watched video of all was one where I talked about loneliness. And I do not have situational loneliness, right? My adult children are both living with me, and one of them has a significant other who is living with me. So there are four of us in the house, not a particularly big house. I'm never alone, almost never. And I do appreciate that, and I enjoy it. For the most part, I have to come out here and in order to make a video, because I'm not looking for a live audience when I make my videos. Yeah, right now, well, one of them is out there, and the dog is with her. So the dog is not here trying to trip me like in my last video. But the existential loneliness, right? This was the first time I really heard that term. And I guess it is the sort of situation where you don't really have someone that deeply understands you. And that's me. And why not, right? Well, I find myself having a hard time coming up with a concrete reason why not. It's something I feel, though. I mean, I take deep dives into mathematical topics, and who does that, right? Who am I supposed to talk to about that? Professional physicists and mathematicians? Well, I don't have the depth or expertise or credentials to do that. Although I must say I've had a few commenters. I think that there are a few of you out there who might be professional mathematicians or physicists. Right now I am taking a deeper dive than previously into Lie algebra and Lie groups, and how do you go from a Lie algebra to a Lie group and back again, right? Using exponential functions, using logarithms. But do I need someone else that understands this in order to have companionship? No. But I guess what it is it's sort of a deeper way of thinking. That's what I crave. That's what I desire. I mean, does it have to be about mathematics? No. Or physics? No. I guess it'd be nice to find someone that would listen to me speculate about the very fundamental truths of the physical universe. But I'm also interested in the spiritual truth And I mean, that's what this channel is about, exploring deep truth. And, you know, I've done the tea time thing in the past. And, of course, I always toy with the idea of going back to that. But, you know, my personality is, I guess, I believe myself to be an INFP. And so that doesn't equip me very well to be a referee in an online discussion where I guess not everybody that participates is courteous. We'll say that. And I'm sorry. My impulse right now is to shut this video down and start over because I am hesitating. But I'm going to try not to do that. Where are we at? 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes? Yeah. Well, I like in my life to have a balance between solitude and privacy, as well as social connection. You know, if I were to look for a romantic partner, I would want, and being cis, hetero, you know, we're talking about a woman. I would want to be with someone that wants to hang out with me, but not always, you know, where we can kind of do our own thing a little bit as well. A few years ago, I had such a relationship and appreciated it. And so did she. She said that she appreciated the idea that we could go our own ways here and there and not always be together. In the end, I think both of us kind of had an avoidant attachment style, and just after the 2-year mark, the relationship just kind of didn't work anymore. Yeah. But yeah, if I were to be or to go after a romantic relationship, that would be one thing that I would ask for. I would also want to be with a woman who has a philosophical side. Doesn't certainly have to be the things I'm interested in, because those are really niche interests. Someone that has a fairly expanded moral circle, you know, who cares about the ways of society, what's happening, and cares about the lives of those that we don't necessarily know personally. You know? Yeah. Physical affection, I can't lie. I do enjoy that, and I do desire it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love language, what's that? Physical affection is one of them. Quality time, I think, would be the other. Yeah. So right now, my life is very simple. I simplified it quite a bit when I left the fast-paced, hospital-based medical practice that I had. But you know, I've had some time to heal from that level of burnout, and I'm considering returning to it with a new mindset, with the right boundaries, I hope. And 11:11 on the timer. And my what allowed me this healing was spirituality. To a large extent, my traditional, from childhood, Christian spirituality, but really an expanded version of that. And I know there are some out there who have this sort of experience with spirituality. My home church back in Minnesota actually has that kind of a spirituality, and it almost makes me want to move back there. Where it is, it's a loving kind of spirituality. It's a Christian church, it's a Lutheran church, but it's an expanded version. I feel very at home there. I mean, I grew up there, but I can bring my kids there, and they feel at home there, even though they are very much non-traditional in a lot of ways. So yeah. What am I going to call this video? I guess I'll just call it a video journal. It's some stuff about me, you know. And about connection, how I desire it. I desire it on a deeper level. And I've got my little tea time tribe, 4 of us, and we don't meet very much because, this very busy world of ours makes it tough to find actual time where we're all free. Yeah. When it comes to in-person meetings with friends, even more difficult, because a lot of my friends are in healthcare, and they're still in healthcare, and nobody's schedule matches up when you're in healthcare. It's so busy. People on opposite shifts, and then you make plans, but your shift goes overtime because of an emergency, and then you cancel, and then, that's, oh my gosh. So, we coordinate our schedules, we make appointments, and then it's really high stakes. Because we know that we can't meet again for another month or 2. Oh my. So, yeah, some sort of disjointed thoughts about loneliness, companionship, connection. I am optimistic that I'll maintain the connections I have, deepen them, and make new connections as well. I've made some very meaningful connections via YouTube. Somebody comments on a video of mine, we get to talking, or I comment on someone else's video and we get to talking. It's happened. I've been sort of a online hermit these days, you know. Haven't done a lot of commenting on people's videos really recently. Maybe I should make a better effort to connect with some of you other YouTube creators, both ones I've known in the past and some new ones. So don't be surprised if I comment on your video and mention that I too have a channel and you see this video. Let's talk. Let's just connect in a relaxed way. No pressure. You know, I have a Zoom account, so there's not a limit to how long the Zoom meetings are. And yeah, talk about anything. What's your favorite type of sushi? Do you even like sushi? Or we could talk about how the patriarchy and capitalism have affected us in our lives. Or, hey, we could talk about the fundamentals of the universe from a spiritual standpoint, or from a philosophical standpoint, or even a mathematical one. I'm up for that too. Yeah, let's connect.